Glenn. Number 9, at third, Blake Burkhart. Number 13, in left, Bennett Morrow. In right, number 10, Will Stiers. DH, number 45, Jordan Jones. At catcher, number 29, T. Raleigh. At second, number 26, Brody Spann. In center, number 7, Blake Hahn. At pitcher, number 6, Brooks Beebe, and the rest of the Patriots. And now, for your Knights, starting at shortstop, number 22, Cam Houston. In center field, number 1, Trip Ellison. In right field, number 3, Bryson Brooks. At catcher, number 2, Jackson Kennedy. At pitcher, number 5, Tommy Irving. DH, number 10, Nate Osborne. Number 18, at first base, Liam Hoka. At third, number 23, Brady Reed. In left field, number 29, Fitz Stone. And at second base, number 34, Jace Smith. And the rest of your Calvary Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could all stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for a word of prayer. We'll follow the national anthem. It's up on the hill behind home plate. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we're grateful tonight for giving safety to the Patriots as they travel here today, Lord. And God, thank you for all these athletes. And Lord, I pray that you'll protect them tonight. Help them to have a great game. Father, Lord, that you'll help us as spectators, coaches, players, Lord, fans, that we will honor you with our actions. God will give you the glory for it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Let's play ball.
And with that, good evening, fans, and welcome to the Calvary Christian School for round 1 of the GIAA State Baseball Playoffs between the Calvary Christian Knights and the Strong Rock Patriots, the 4th time that these two teams have met this season. Calvary won the first series of 3, 2-1, but the last 2 games, both at Strong Rock on March the 27th, were 1-1 games. Calvary won the first one in extras, 8-7. Excuse me, Strong Rock won the first one in extras, 8-7. Calvary won the second one, 9-8. That was a doubleheader at Strong Rock back in March. Calvary won every series, went 2-1 in every 3-game series, so they ended up with a region record of 8-4. Still finished behind Brookstone, even though they beat them 2 out of 3 times. Brookstone winning the region, but all 5 of the District 5 and 4A, all these teams, all 5 of them had made the 12-team bracket for 4A. So Brookstone ended up being the 2 seed. And so they get a first-round bye. The top 4 seeds get byes. And they'll play the winner of Bullock Academy and St. Anne Pacelli, who's also playing tonight. Pacelli, the Vikings, on the road as the 10 seed. Calvary as the 6 seed hosting the 11th seed Patriots. Round 2's next weekend. Round 3's the weekend after next. And then finally the final weekend of May at the May 28th, May 29th, 30th, and 31st. The finals at Synovus Park in Columbus. Starting pitcher for the Calvary Knights tonight, Tommy Irving. He's going to get the bump tonight. He'll also be batting 5th in the middle of the order for the Calvary offense. On the season, Irving with a 3-4 record. He's pitched over 45 innings, allowing 62 hits and 35 runs. He has struck out 60 and has walked 18. So a little better than a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Defensively for the Knights, in the outfield from left to right, Fitz Stone, Trip Ellison in center, and Bryson Brooks in right. In the infield from left to right, Brady Reed at third, Cam Houston at short, Jay Smith at second, and Liam Hocutt at first, with Jackson Kennedy again doing the catching duties tonight. And Andrew Reed, the shortstop, will step into the right-handed batter's box, and we'll get ready to get things going here from Calvary. A doubleheader tonight, best 2 out of 3 series. If the team split tonight, Game 3 will be tomorrow here at noon. Andrew Reed followed by Jackson Glenn and Blake Burkhart, the top 3 due up for the Patriots. Strong Rock finished 4-8 in region play. 1-2 against Calvary, 1-2 against Westfield. They were swept by Brookstone, but beat Pacelli 2 times out of 3. And the first pitch of the ball game, swung on a miss on the fastball, strike 1. I believe it was foul tipped into the mid either way. 0-1 against Reed. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside corner, calls strike 2. Another fastball blown right by Reed, and he's quickly in an 0-2 hole. Oh, 2. Hard hit ball to left field, deep to left center field, going back to the wall, and it is going to land right in front of the wall and go to the fence. Andrew Reed with a stand-up 2-strike double, and a hot start for the Patriots. A runner scoring position right off the bat. 2 great early pitches there by Irving. Left that one over the middle of the plate, and Reed wasn't late on that one. A big rope to left center field. It was about 10 feet from getting out of here. Landed about 5 feet shy of the wall. So Reed at second. Now Jackson Glenn, the lefty, the tall lefty playing first base, will step in. Lays the bat on his shoulder, now picks it up and set to go. Irving with a closed stance and fires. Shot back into the screen for strike 1. Houston fakes covering second. Now the 0-1 pitch, a little outside and low for a ball. In the 6-11 matchup here, Calvary hosting Strong Rock. Bullock hosting St. Anne Pacelli. That's a 7-10 matchup. Athens Christian, the 5 seed, hosts the 12 seed George Walton Academy. And then the 8-9 series, Tallulah Falls hosting Stratford. 1-1 pitch inside for ball 2. Irving with that closed stance really comes in from a very far right angle, and ball almost cuts across the plate, even if she's throwing a straight-up fastball. Almost like the action that a sidearm pitcher has, but he does it with his legs and his stance. Very close stance. He's facing the Strong Rock dugout. Now fires. Hard hit ball to third. Good stop over there by Reed. Fire to first. Going to be in time to Hocutt. Fire back to third. Not in time. So Glenn gets the runner over to third. And the Patriots with the runner at third with 1 down. It was a good defensive play there by Reed. Looked the runner back and fired over the first, but Andrew Reed just too speedy. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Blake Burkhart. Big gap in the middle of the infield by Calvary defensively. First pitch in the dirt. Good stop. Ball 1. The one time these two teams played here this season, Calvary took care of the Patriots by a score of 12-4. And then 2 days later, they played 2 one-run games. 1-0 pitch. Outside and high for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Hard hit to third again. Stopped by Reed off his glove over to Houston. Houston's going to fire over to first, not in time, and the run will score. The ball gets by Hokut, and Burkhart trips going over the bag, but he's all right. So the run will score. Burkhart the first on the single, and Strongbrook's up 1-0. Looks like Burkhart would have beat the throw out either way. But what a start offensively by Strong Rock. Reed down 0-2 in the count, roped a deep fly ball to left center that landed in the gap. And he's the first run to score of the ball game. And now Bennett Morrow, the left fielder, batting cleanup, will step in. First pitch to Morrow. Outside corner, called a strike. Pickoff move to first, and Burkhart back in safely. The winner of this series will go on to play at Tautnell Square next Friday. Swing and a miss, strike one. Chopper foul. Two strikes against Morrow. Outside for a ball. Morrow wiggles the pink bat over his left shoulder. And 1-2 pitch. One going to miss in the dirt for strike three. Ball gets away. Fire down to second. Going to be in time. Yes, it is. And a double play to end the inning in an unorthodox fashion. But that will retire the side. So Morrow strikes out swinging. Burkhart is thrown out at second trying to steal. And that will do it for the Patriots the top half of the first. They score first, put one on the board. It's 1-0 Strong Rock. We head to the home half of the first on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the ball game. Noah Shelton, Toygar Isla here with you from the Calvary Christian School. Strong Rock strikes first. A leadoff double by Andrew Reed, and he was eventually driven in on the single by Blake Burkhardt. And Strong Rock with an early 1-0 lead. And now Cam Houston due up, the Albany State commit. Trip Ellison in the 2-hole, Bryson Brooks in the 3-hole. Brooks Beebe will get the start for Strong Rock. Tall lefty. With his first pitch of the ball game, Houston shows bunt. Gets it down on the first base line, but it rolls foul. Not much more you can say about Cam Houston. He's had a tremendous season so far. Batting .443 at the plate this season. 0-1. Little outside, ball one. One pitch. Hard hit to center field. Trying to play underneath it and finally capping underneath it to make the grab is Blake Hahn. And he puts it away for out number one.
Next up, number 1, Trip Ellison.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Trip Ellison. Fighting through a hamstring injury down the stretch of the season. Now set in the left-handed batter's box, lefty and lefty matchup. And the first pitch to Ellison, low in the dirt, ball one, gets back to the backstop. Ellison batting .355. The catcher Raleigh sets up outside, and the 1-0 pitch outside for ball two. Defensively for Strong Rock, in the outfield left to right, Bennett Morrow in left, Blake Hahn in center, and Will Stiers in right. As BB sets on the 2-0 and fires. Outside corner, that one's called a strike. In the infield, Blake Burkhardt at third, Andrew Reed at short, Brady Spann at second. And at first, Jackson Glenn. Hard hit ball to center field again. Going back to the wall is Hahn, and it is gone! Home run, Trip Ellison. Right over the batter's eye in center field, and it's 1-1 all tied. And with one swing of the bat, we got a brand new ball game. Now 1-1 after that moonshot by Ellison right over the center field wall.
That's your baby. That's my baby.
His first home run of the season.
Up next, number 3, Bryson Brooks.
So that'll bring up Bryson Brooks to the plate. Let's see how Brooks can follow that one up. Batting .300 this season. He has 3 home runs to his credit. Wind now starting to pick up a little bit, blowing out toward left field. First pitch to Brooks, a little outside for a ball. .1-0, swing and a miss for a strike. One pitch to Brooks. Curveball a little low and outside for ball two. 70-mile-an-hour curveball. Very slow-moving pitch there by BB. 2-1. That one's high for a ball. Brooks ahead in the count, 3-1. Trip Ellison with a solo shot over the center field wall to tie the game up at 1 apiece. 3-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk for Brooks, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jackson Kennedy.
Next up, number 2, Jackson Kennedy.
Kennedy batting .303. Second most RBIs on the team with 20. First pitch to Kennedy. Foul tip, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for a call, strike 2. And Kennedy down in an 0-2 hole. First time that BB's gotten to 2 strikes against a hitter so far. The 0-2. A little high, ball 1. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, strike 3. And now 2 down for Tommy Irving.
Next up, number 5, Tommy Irving.
Irving, the Southern Union commit, will step in. .338 batting average so far this season. First pitch to him. A little outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Foul ball back towards us. 1-1 count. Calvary last time out last Friday on senior night here against Heritage, run ruled them 12-2. They were set to play the next day at Heritage, but rain had other ideas. And should this game go to a 3rd game tomorrow, I feel like Mother Nature may have a say in that one as well. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that tonight as the pickoff moved to first and Brooks back in safely. Pretty comfortable afternoon, overcast skies. A slight breeze still towards the outfield. One pitch. Hard hit ball to right field. Going back to the track and camping right in front of the wall and making the leaping grab out there and right is Will Stiers to retire the side. Good adjustment by Stiers and a good catch to Rob Irving of extra bases. And we'll head to the second, tied at 1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Get your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage
Welcome back to the ball game. We head to the second, tied at 1. The right fielder, Will Stiers, who just made a great grab to end the first due up for the Patriots. Takes the first one in there for a strike. Stiers, Jones, Raleigh due up for the Patriots. Hard hit ball to left center field. Gonna be a tough play for Ellison. Tracking back, and finally camping underneath it and make the grab. Another good defensive play in the outfield. This one by Calvary. And Stiers is retired F8.
Next up, number 45, Jordan Jones.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jordan Jones. Jones, the righty, steps in, hands chest high. First pitch to him. Across to the outside part of the strike zone and taken for strike 1. The ball really comes in from an angle. Gotta feel like it almost starts out behind you if you're a right-handed hitter. Hard hit ball to short. Gonna be a tough play for Houston. Good snag. Fire over the first to Hocutt a little high, and it's gonna get by him. And so Jones will reach first on the errant throw by Houston. And that'll bring up T. Raleigh.
Next up, 59, T. Raleigh.
The tall lefty will step in. It's a good stop there by Houston. A little errant on the throw over Hocutt at first. So the Patriots with a runner at first base. First pitch to Raleigh. Outside corner, called a strike. Good pitch there by Irving. Oh, 1. Outside, ball 2. Sorry about that, ball 1. 1-1 count against Raleigh. Hard hit ball to left center field. And going to be another tough play for Ellison, but he'll track over, camp underneath it, and make the grab. Two down for the Patriots, the runner at first, and that'll bring up Brody Spann, the second baseman. Always tough to make those fly ball catches when you're looking into the sun, but also difficult when you got overcast skies. The ball sometimes just tends to blend in with the clouds. First pitch to Spann. Breaking ball in there on the inside corner for a strike. Oh, 1. Fouled off, strike 2. Jones at first, 2 down, and a quick pickoff move to first. Jones back in, standing up. The 0-2 to Spann. Inside, swinging and miss, strike 3. So Spann chases the fastball low and inside, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the home half of the second. Still tied at 1 on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the ball game. Home half of the second. Still tied at 1 between Calvary and Strong Rock in game 1 of 3 in round 1 of the state playoffs. Nate Osborne, the designated hitter, will step in, hitting in the 6 hole. First pitch to him, hard hit ball to left field, going to get down for a base hit. Osborne around first, he'll stay there. And so 1 pitch and a single for Nate Osborne. Osborne batting in place of the second baseman, Jay Smith, in the lineup. So now Liam Hokut will step in. Toygar might be only the second inning, but I'm a little parched. I think we need some Starry in our system. Buffalo Rock Pepsi with Starry, the only and the best lemon lime soda in the game. Thank you, Buffalo Rock and Pepsi, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live as Hokut swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, Gordy Eye Care, CVCC, Master Wall, Connecticut Credit Union. Thank you all our sponsors to make all this possible and help us give you, the fans, the best coverage possible here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. With my producer, scorebug operator, cameraman, everything, Toygar, I'm your broadcaster, Noah Shelton. Thrift Behringer is going to be in the house for game 2, as that game will start soon after the conclusion of this one. 0-2 pitch. Hokut doesn't bite on the high and outside fastball, and it gets by the catcher, Raleigh, and so Osborne will take second. And a mistake there by Beebe on the mound. Gives Osborne a free bag and takes double play out of play. One-two to Hokut. High fly ball, slicing right and foul out of play. Speaking of slices, Toygar, the Calvary Golf Fundraiser Golf Tournament a few weeks ago raised over $35,000 for the athletic department. And as good as may some of you claim to be, I'm sure there's a lot of slices like that one out in Bull Creek a couple weeks ago. 1-2 pitch. Low and inside. Hokut doesn't go. Even takes a second to regroup. Now he's ready to go. Osborne at second, and the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Good job there by Hokut to really follow the ball with his eyes. As simple and as elementary as it sounds, you've got to keep your eye on the ball. 3-2. Doesn't go, but it's in there for strike 3. Hokut couldn't quite pull the trigger, and he goes down looking. So that'll bring up the third baseman, Brady Reed. Reed crowning the plate somewhat. As BB eyes Osborne at second 2 times, now fires. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Oh-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Back foot slipped on that one, trying to go down and golf that one in the outfield. Brady Reed quickly in an 0-2 hole. Runner in scoring position, had him there with no outs. Hate to waste that opportunity to take the lead. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 straight fans for BB, and that'll bring up the bottom of the order, the 9-hole hitter, Fitz Stone. Osborne with a leadoff single on the first pitch of the inning. And not much for Calvary since. First pitch, low in the dirt, gets stopped by Raleigh, 1-0. 1-0. Outside, called a strike. Good frame job there by Raleigh to get the call. 1-1. One pitch off the inside of the bat, spinning towards center field, and no man's land is going to land in for a base hit. Osborne comes around third, he will score, and Calvary's going to take the lead now. Running to second is Stone, sliding in safely as no one covered second base. Heads up base running by Fitz Stone. He'll head to second, and with his RBI single, gives Calvary a 2-1 lead. A spinner off the inside of the bat, poked just hard enough to land in the gap between second base and center field. And so Calvary now with a 2-1 lead, and back to the top of the order to Cam Houston. Houston flew out to center field to begin the ball game for Calvary offensively. First pitch to Houston. Low and outside, ball one. 1-1 to Cam. Low in the dirt, ball two. Two one, swing and a miss, strike two. Two-two to Houston. Chopper to third, rolls just foul. Hit off the very end of the bat. Houston just got enough of a piece of it to stay alive. Two-two pitch. Inside corner, called strike three as he's rung up on the strike call on the inside corner. And that will retire the side. We head to the third. Calvary up 2-1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to the ball game. We head to the third. Calvary leading 2-1 after Nate Osborne was driven in off the double by Fitzstone. 9-hole hitter now up for Strong Rock. Blake Hahn, and then back to the top of the order for Andrew Reed and Jackson Glenn. First pitch to Hahn, shows bunt, gets it down right to Irving. Going to be a simple play. Fire over the first, a little low of a throw, but a good snag there by Hocutt on the ground. And one pitch and one down. Not a great throw, but good enough. And now back to the top of the order for Andrew Reed. Led off the game with a double and was driven in by Blake Burkhart 2 batters later. First pitch to Reed. Breaking ball inside, takes it for a ball. Really a breaking ball that didn't move back into the zone. May have slipped a little bit out of the hand of Irving. 1-0. Low inside corner, called a strike. One breaking ball, chopper to third. Good stop by Reed, fire over to first, too high. Too high and out of play. And Reed will be rewarded second because of it. It was a good read defensively by Brady Reed to stop and not charge more on it, take it on a good hop, but the throw over to first, errant, similar to the one by Cam Houston last inning, but a little more errant than Houston's as it went out of play. So now Strongwell with the runner at second. Now Jackson Glenn steps in as Irving, a little bit of a look back at Reed there for a little bit. First pitch to Glenn. Hard hit, slicing on the left field line, foul. With a rather conservative lead, only about 5 or 6 feet. 0-1 pitch, inside, nearly hit him, takes it for ball one. Took it right over his left knee. One. Fastball, little low, ball two. Two-one. Check swing, didn't go. Ball's low for ball three. And Irving, not a fan of that call on the pitcher's mound. Second straight ball that looked like he may have cut the low part of the zone, but Irving didn't get the call. 3-1 against Glenn. Three-one pitch, and again Irving really thinking about Reed back there at second base. Three-one in the dirt, ball four. So Jackson Glenn on board at first with the walk. 2 on for the Patriots, 1 down. And now Cam Houston wants a little bit of a word with Irving on the mound. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter Blake Burkhart. Drove in Andrew Reed back in the first on his single, and was then caught stealing after Bennett Morrow struck out, and that double play ended the first inning. First pitch to Burkhart. Low inside corner, called a strike. Strike. 0-2. And a lot of moaning and groaning and sarcastic laughter on that call, and I have to agree. 0-2 now against Burkhardt. Runners go. Ball's in the dirt for ball one, but both runners will advance with no play as the pitch was in the dirt and got away from Kennedy. One and two against Burkhardt. Runners now at second and third. One, two. Off the end of the bat towards second. The run will score. Fire to first is in time to get Burkhardt, but he'll drive in Reed for the second. Outside for a ball. One, 0. In there for strike one. One pitch off the inside of the bat, slices toward left field, lands in for a base hit, and Strong-Rock's going to take the lead. Glenn will come home to score, and the Patriots now lead it 3-2. RBI single by Morrow. On the inside pitch, hit off the inside of the bat. Just got enough of it to give the third baseman Reed. Now Will Stiers will step in. Flew out to center field to begin the second inning. We're at first. Strong-Rock now with a 3-2 lead. First pitch to Stiers, taken for a strike on the outside corner.
Joe.
0-1, high. And Kennedy thought about firing it back down the first. 1-1 pitch. Morrow with a short lead at first. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike two. One, two. Chopper to third. Joe just foul in front of the Strong-Rock dugout. Irving one strike away from keeping the damage at a run deficit for Calvary. The last two games, these two teams played both at Strong-Rock, were back and forth, and this one looks to be no different. Pickoff move to first, and Morrow back in safely. One, two. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike three. That will retire the side. 2 hits, 2 runs for the third. Strong-Rock now in the lead 3-2 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying to be nice, but that was rough. That was rough. I ain't gonna lie, that inside call was rough. Welcome back to the ball game. Home half of the third. Calvary now trailing 3-2. But this is the man you want back up to the plate to try to tie the ball game up at 3. Trip Ellison with a solo shot in the first, tied it up at 1. Let's see if he can do it again to tie it up at 3. Beebe still on the mound for the Patriots. The lefty sets and fires. That pitch low for a ball. One-0. Hard hit ball to right center field. Ellison's admiring this one. This one's way gone, way out of here into the woods and gone, and we're tied again. Trip Ellison. 2 home runs and as many at bats. And he has seen the ball like it's a bowling ball coming down to home plate. A no-doubter to right field. And we're tied again, this time at 3. Back and forth we go. Now Bryson Brooks again looking to follow up a home run by Ellison. Followed up Ellison in the first with a walk. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss for strike 1. A 1 pitch in the dirt. Beebe is only allowed 1 hit to batters not named Ellison. But now Trip Ellison with 2 solo shots in the first 3 innings. 1-1 to Brooks. Breaking ball outside corner, beautiful pitch, strike 2. Good movement on that one by Beebe. And Brooks in a 1-2 hole. Brooks, the East Georgia State commit. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, a foul tip into the mitt. Either way, strike 3. That'll bring up Jackson Kennedy, the catcher. Struck out swinging back in the first.
Next up, number 2, Jackson Kennedy.
First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Oh-1, hard hit ball to right field. Going back to the wall, looking up in it, and camping underneath it to make the grab for the Patriots is Will Stiers. So a long fly out by Kennedy. For a second there, Stiers acted like it was way over his head, but made the adjustment and caught it about 8 feet in front of the wall. So now 2 down, and Tommy Irving will step in. Flew out to the left back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch, hard hit ball to center field, back to Hahn. He tracks back to the wall and makes the grab for out number 3. 1 hit, 1 run, the home run by Trip Ellison, tied at 3 on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Here they come. Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy. No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Len Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the ambassador scholarship was interesting to me because you did an event to earn your scholarship and you meet people. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university.
Welcome back to the ball game. We head to the fourth, tied up at 3 here in Game 1 in a best-of-3 series in Round 1 of the GIAA State Playoffs. You know, Toygar, we say sometimes when it comes to these umpires, these referees, they're struggling a little bit. May need to go ahead and get an eye exam as the first hit by Jones is caught out there at second base. Good play there by Jay Smith to take a base hit away from Jordan Jones. So 1 pitch and 1 down. As I was saying, we're saying some of these umpires, referees, with all the bad calls they make, well, sometimes they make bad calls. They do the best they can. They do, in all seriousness, they do a great job. But I'm sure some of the Strong Rock fans, faithful, last inning, were thinking that he should go to Gordy Eye Care. Gordy Eye Care, your eye care specialist in the Chattahoochee Valley area. I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank Mr. Gordy. Thank Gordy Eye Care for their sponsorship, for their help, and for their support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. 0-1 pitch outside, and a 1-1 count against T. Raleigh. It never fails, Toygar. Try to do a bit, and something happens right in the middle of it. Never fails. 1-1 to Raleigh. Inside, nearly hit him again. 2-1. Had an inside pitch last at bat that nearly clipped him in the left knee. So Raleigh will reset things. Two-1. Hard hit towards second. Right to Jay Smith. Fire over the first. And 2 outs put away by Jay Smith to begin the 4th inning. 4-3 put out. Quickly 2 down, and that'll bring up Brody Spann.
Next up, number 26, Brody Spann.
First pitch to Spann. Fouled back into the screen for strike 1. One in the dirt, ball 1. Spann struck out swinging back in the second. 1-1 pitch, outside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Been the best inning of the night on the mound for Irving. And he's 1 pitch away from putting down the Patriots 3 up, 3 down. 2-2 to Span. Low in the dirt for ball 3, and a full count against Brody Span. First full count for a Patriots hitter tonight. 3-2. Pulled foul down the left field line and out of play. Low inside pitch, and Span did good just to make contact with it and catch a piece of it. Hit it pretty well down the left field line, just hooking foul. Three-two again. Inside it plunked him. Hit him right in the back, and he'll take first. So that one got away from Irving. And they'll put Span at first. Definitely never want to hit a batter when you got him with 2 strikes. Feels like a wasted opportunity to get a strikeout. So now the 9-hole hitter, Blake Hahn, will step in. Try to reach on a bunt. Hit a little too hard, went right to Irving. And he threw him out at first to Hocutt. Dad, he'll try to bunt here with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Showed bunt for a second, pulled it back, and the pitch is taken high for a ball. One-0. Shows bunt again, takes it for ball 2, taken a little high.
I see you, 5. Keep it up,
2-0.
5.
Fire over the first, and Span back in safely. Two-0 to Hahn. Little inside, ball 3. .30 in the dirt, ball 4. And Hahn is aboard. So now 2 straight hitters have reached for Strong Rock. And back to the top of the order for Andrew Reed, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. And he scored both times he's reached. First pitch to Reed. In there for a strike, a pop in the middle on the fastball. Irving steps off. Seems a little uncomfortable there with the runner at second. Span dancing around, 0-1, in there for a call, strike 2. Irving steps off again. .02. Hit to left center field, shallow, gonna land in for a base hit. Span rounds third, he'll head home, and he will score. The throw gets away from the second baseman. The runners will advance to second and third. Reed dives into second base head first. And Strong Rock again takes advantage of a Calvary defensive error. So Span scores, Hahn to third, Reed to second. And Strong Rock again with the lead, now 4-3. The fourth lead change of the game already. And C. Smith wants a word with Irving and the infielders for Calvary. So while they handle a little business, we'll take a second to thank some of our sponsors as usual. Glenn Smith Chevrolet GNC in Opelika, Gordy Eye Care, CVCC, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Masterwall, Kinetic Credit Union. Thank you to all our support. Thank you for all you do for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. With my producer, cameraman, operator, everything Toygar, your broadcaster Noah Shelton. Game 1 of 3 between the Patriots and the Knights here in round 1 of the playoffs. The winner of this 3-game set will play Tottenham Square next weekend. Again, the two teams split tonight. They'll be right back here tomorrow at noon for Game 3. Jackson Glenn will step in. First pitch to him, swing and a miss for strike 1. A ground out to third and a walk so far tonight for Glenn. He came around to score after he was walked last inning. 0-1, and the dirt, ball 1. So after Irving started off the inning with 2 quick outs, it's been a little bit of a struggle ever since. One. Outside corner, call strike 2. One-two pitch. A little outside for ball 2. Two to Glenn. Inside it, plunked him. Right off his right leg. And the bases are loaded. Another 2-strike hit batsman by Irving. And a huge at-bat now coming up for Blake Burkhart with the bases loaded and 2 down. Stronger with the chance to really break it open a little bit. Burkhart 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. First pitch. Hard hit ball to right field. Brooks back. Retreats, makes the grab, and Calvary gets out of the jam. So the Patriots strand the bases loaded, but score to take the lead 4-3 as we head to the home half of the 4th. Calvary due up when we come back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do.
Welcome back to the ball game. Home half of the fourth. Strong Rock leading 4-3 here in game one. Home half of the fourth, and Nate Osborne due up. Liam Hocutt and Brady Reed will follow them up. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for Calvary. First pitch, a foul ball back to the parking lot for strike one. Chopper foul, 0-2. To Osborne. Fouled back into the screen, 0-2. Osborne singled back in the second and was driven in by the double by Fitz Stone. The only player to score besides Trip Ellison for Calvary. Ellison with 2 solo home runs. But Calvary still trailing. 0-2. Chopper to third. Good stop there over third base and a good fire over the first, but it skips short and it's going to roll into right field. Burkhart with a good stop, but a little bit of a low throw. And Glenn couldn't snag it. So Osborne aboard with a second single of the ball game. And that'll bring up Liam Hocutt. Struck out swinging back in the second. First pitch to Hocutt, in the dirt for a ball. One of a pitch, late swing and a miss for strike one. Pickoff move to first. And Osborne back in with plenty of time. Been a back and forth ball game so far for through the first half. 1-1 inside, ball 2. Strong Rock took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Calvary then responded. Trip Ellison solo shot. 1-1 heading to the second. Calvary took a 2-1 lead after 2. Strong Rock scored twice. In the top half of the third, it took a 3-2 lead. Calvary responded with a run of their own to tie it at 3. The Strong Rock just last inning left the bases loaded but scored once. 2-1 pitch inside and low, ball 3. And that's where we sit right now. Strong Rock up 4-3. That's 2 out of 3 series. With the winner of the series advances to Tottenham Square next week. Foul ball into the screen, 3-2. Three-two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Hocutt is retired on a strikeout for the second time tonight. And that'll bring up Brady Reed. Reed struck out swinging back in the second. Osborne with the leadoff single. And Calvary looking to again tie the game up again or take the lead again. In a very back and forth ball game. First pitch taken for a strike by Reed. Good off speed there by BB. Reed shows bunt, gets it down right back to the pitcher. BB fires the first in time for route number 2. And that'll get Osborne to second. So runner at second, 2 down. That'll bring up Fitz-Stone. 1 for 1 with an RBI. Drove in Osborne back in the second.
Next up, number 29, Fitz-Stone.
Big gap out there in left center field. First pitch to Stone. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Oh, 1 outside, ball 1. One pitch, outside, ball 2. Two one, in there for a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at second. Calvary down 1 here in the home half of the 4th. 2-2 to Stone. Breaking ball, fouled off into the screen. Good job there by Stone to catch a piece of it and stay alive. Two-two. Hard hit ball to right field in the no man's land. It will be caught. What a grab at second base by Brody Spann to rob him of an RBI. Brody Spann with a diving grab in shallow right center field, and Strong Rock remains in the lead. We head to the 5th. Strong Rock up 4-3. On Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the ball game. We head to the 5th. Strong Rock still up 4-3. As Bennett Morrow, the cleanup hitter, will be first due up. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Strong. Morrow 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single.